So till now we have seen the merchant's first solution, which was giving me the condition for minimum power, and this was the condition in terms of the angles involved. But when we go to the machining shop, the workshop, and in the practical and in the experiments, it has been seen that this merchant's first solution is not directly or perfectly applicable in all conditions. So there are some complications involved, and this is not directly representation of what the actual machining was happening. So there was a modification involved. So the modification was made in terms of shear strength of material. So that shear strength now was written as a summation of nominal shear strength, which was the earlier shear strength what we have studied, and addition will be k into the shear normal stress, that is sigma n. So k is some factor. So sigma n is the normal stress, that will be Fn upon area, and Fn by area was W T1 by sine phi. So the area is same as what the area was involved for shear force. Just an additional force is coming into picture, which is the normal force. So we have the relation between Fn and Fs by the triangle, and this is the relation. So now that Fn, which is involved as in the normal stress, is substituted over here in terms of shear force again, and the shear force value will be again the in terms of the shear strength. So I have just substituted this over there, and we'll get this value of tau SO, that is the shear strength. So that is the actual shear strength of the material which we have known. But this tau S is some kind of actual shearing force which is applied. So that is higher. So that is what involved. So we need to have a better approximation of that shearing force or the shear strength. So this is the actual value of tau SO, that is the shear strength value, the material property value we have known. So that will have the tau S minus the sigma k into sigma n. So that minus is coming over here, that is the subtraction, and this Fs upon Wt1 by sine phi area has been taken into the factorization. So I have just found the value of Fs from this. So that is Fso and Wt1 sine phi into this factor, and Fc again we know Fc is Fs into the projection angles. So I have just substituted Fs from the above equation over here, and Fc is this, the long expression. Just to clarify, this cos of phi plus lambda minus alpha is actually this is same. So just to clarify, it is been rewritten. So now we can make the another condition that is again involved for minimum power. So this is the expression involved for the modified solution. So now coming to the minimum power condition, again the power will be the function of phi value alone. Other all are the material property values or tool geometry dependent factors. So we can differentiate it with phi and put it equal to 0. We can minimize the power or we can directly maximize the denominator. So we have done that, and the solution we get is this. So this is the solution, that is 2 phi plus lambda minus alpha is equal to cot inverse of k1. The k1 was defined over here. That was some kind of machining machining parameter, and that cot inverse of k1 is equal to cm, that is some machining constant, and cm will come in degrees. How? Because 2 phi plus lambda minus alpha were our angles, so those are in degrees, and cm values will be 50 degrees, 60 degrees, 70, 80, depending on the material. So now earlier we had pi by 2, that was a constant for all the material values, but now that cm has come into picture because of that k1 value, and k1 is material property. That means that the material changing of the workpiece is now taken into account, and this will be a more realistic solution now. So for 1010 steel, the value of cm is given as 69.8. For 1045 a and si 1045 steel, cm value is 78.0 degree. So we can convert it to radians also if the value of 2 phi plus lambda and alpha are in radians. So we have got the solution over here. Now we can stop, or we can make some inference also from here. So the comparison, so as the hardness increases or the carbon component is increasing, which we have seen here, this carbon component is increasing, that my CM values has increased. So the stainless steel, my CM value is 92. So the phi and lambda minus alpha, we can make a graph, and the merchant's first solution lies over here, which is C pi by 2. So phi plus lambda minus alpha value is pi by 2. So phi is y-axis, lambda minus alpha is x-axis. So y plus x is equal to pi by 2. That's the equation we have. But the CM values are going to be different for different materials. So there are multiple lines for merchant's modified solution, and those are more realistic. So we'll stop over here. In the next video, we'll look at some other solutions and we'll discuss about those solutions. Thank you.